Hello, welcome to MathPro again. All right, in this video here, we're going to learn to solve quadratic equations. Okay, now if two quantities are multiplying and the result is 0, if A times B equals 0, then either A equals 0 or B equals 0, not necessarily both. Okay, so for instance, okay, when you're given x times x minus 2 equals 0, we want to solve these. Okay, then we say either x equals 0 or x minus 2 equals 0, and then you solve for x, which is x equals 2. So your solution to this is x equals 0 and x equals 2. That's your solution. So try this one. Okay, see if you got these two answers. Okay, what about if we have x plus 3 times x minus 4? Then it's the same thing, either this equals 0, okay, which means x equals negative 3, or x minus 4 equals 0, means x equals 4. All right. So, can you try these? Okay. There's this one here, factorize and solve. Okay, so basically here you see x factor out, you'll be left with 4x minus 3, and that's what you solve. Okay, and over here, do you remember this thing here that we learned previously? This is x squared minus 5 squared. What do you call that? Difference of two squares. So you say this is x plus 3, x plus 5, x minus 5 equals 0. So this is what you're going to solve, and you're going to get x equals 5 or x equals negative 5. Same here. Now you get to a quadratic function of the standard form. What you're going to do, you need to put this, factorize it first. Okay, so you remember, okay, use the AC method. Factors of negative 2 times 3 is positive 6. So factors of positive 6 that add up to 5. So we're going to have, those will be what? 2 and 3. So you're going to have, split this up. You say this, going to factorize this into negative 2x squared plus 3x plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. Factorization by grouping. All right. So we say this is negative of 2x, negative, we pull negative x out, we left with 2x minus 3 plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. This is a common factor. So it's 2x minus 3 times, what do we have here? Negative x plus 1 equals 0. So what are we going to get? X equals 3 over 2, or x equals positive 1. When you solve this, equals 0. Okay, try it. All right, see, in all these, okay, what you're solving is, okay, now you've learned how to factor these. Now you have to set it up equal to 0. Okay, all right, pay attention to, okay, if it's a perfect square, okay, right, you've learned that in the previous video. You've learned to identify perfect squares and quickly solve it. So this one is going to be what? X plus 2 all squared equals 0. And then x is going to be equal to 2 twice. Okay, because it's x plus 2 times x plus 2 equals 0. That's what this means when you have x plus 2 squared. So you're going to get the same thing, x equals negative 2 and x equals negative 2. Same solution. Okay, so basically all the skills you learned in the previous videos is what you are going to apply here to find the solutions. Okay, that's how you find the solutions to the quadratic functions or quadratic equations. Okay, so here, for example, if you have something like this, still what is this? This is 2 squared minus x over 3 squared. See that? Okay, so what is it? This is called what? Difference of two squares. And becomes 2 plus x over 3 times 2 minus x over 3. This is what you're going to set to be equal to 0. Okay, so now we have what? If you put this equals 0, we have x over 3 equals negative 2, x equals negative 6. And then here you have negative x over 3 equals negative 2. And then you have x equals positive 6. Okay, so here, how are you going to factorize this here? Okay, you can say this is 1 squared minus 1 over y all squared. What do you call it? Difference of two squares. Okay, all right, which is 1 plus 1 over y times 1 minus 1 over y. Okay, or what you can also do is, going back to number 13 here, you can say 4 minus x squared over 9 equals 0, which you can solve for this, and you say x squared over 9 equals 4, x squared equals 36, x equals square root of 36 plus or minus x equals plus 6 or minus 6. So you can do that too. And you can do the same thing over here. Okay, but here, okay, can you see that this is a perfect square? What is it? Square root of this thing here is 6x. Square root of this thing here is 9. 9 times 6 is 54. Twice that is 108. So this is 6x minus 9 all squared equals 0. This is what you are going to solve. 6x minus 9 all squared equals 0. Okay. All right. Okay. Do these exercises. And then from the next video, we are going to do word problems related to linear equations and quadratic equations. All right. Okay. Keep on practicing, practicing, and practicing. And all things being equal, you shall do what? Bloom. See you later. Bye-bye.